Congratulations, you have reached video number 7, the last video. And in this specific video, I'm going to show you how to avoid positioning yourself as a cheap service. Now, obviously, if you're selling and you're closing deals by selling, then you know how to probably avoid positioning yourself as a cheap service. But if you're like me and you just like to teach and share and you don't really like the selling aspect of that, but at the same time, you do want to talk about selling at one point. But one big mistake that I made in the beginning was, I gave away a lot of free stuff, which was great in the beginning. But the problem is this: it's okay to give free stuff before you talk business. But I'll give you an example, and I think I talked about this before, but I'll give it to you again. But one time I gave a lot of free stuff to this company, and I gave so much free stuff. In fact, after we talked about business and stuff, I said, "Hey, I'll give you a free SEO campaign. I'll do a free SEO campaign for you, just to prove that, I can do business, blah blah blah." And the reason to doing that was, of course, other reasons, because I was hoping that they would do a joint venture, which they said they would do, and and this and that. But you have to be clear and upfront. And once you talk about business and how much it costs, don't throw in a free campaign. That's the worst thing that you can do, because once you talk business, never give free. Give discounts or bundles. And that's what I learned later on. If you give bundles and discounts, it's just easier to sell that way. Or easier just, when you actually talk about selling, to sell that way. And what happened to me was, when I gave a free SEO campaign, this company thought I was so desperate, even though I was not desperate at all, because I have online business and so forth. And they thought I was desperate that, when time came and I was done with the SEO campaign and I got them ranked top 10 throughout the whole page of Google on that keyword, he approached me and said, "Hey, I'll give you $15 an hour." $15 an hour. I mean, and I just looked at him like, really? As in, like, really? That's an insult, So, but to him, he thought he was doing me a favor, because I was just, you know, I was giving all this free stuff, and I was basically, the way that he saw me was, free after business deal closings equals desperation. You will look very desperate if you give free after the business deal closings. It's okay to give free stuff, beforehand, and share and teach. But once you talk business, throw out the free, never give free, just give discounts. Say, "Hey, okay, I'll bundle this SEO campaign with this website," or something like that. Or I'll add content to your website after I create it, stuff like that. So that's just a little tidbit that I learned, that free after business deal closings equals desperation, and you don't want to do that. Desperation equals them being pity for you, feeling bad for you, and probably $15 an hour, or $15-$20 an hour, which is not bad pay. Well, for somebody that runs a business and other businesses, that's a pretty insult. Um, so don't tell them everything. Another thing is, don't tell them everything. Be mysterious to a point. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying lie. I'm just saying, don't tell them everything. Like, don't give them the whole boat. Um, Especially when let's say you're talking about websites. They need to do this. They need to do that. Because what I found was, it gives us that you're desperate, for a client, and then they're just, a lot of times they're gonna go out, try to leave and try to do it on their own, which is fine. And this one company that told me that they wanted to hire me for $15, I spent almost 2 to 3 months with that client, and pretty much got nothing out of it except learning a lesson so that you don't have to learn that lesson. So it's straight to the point. Congratulations again, you're done. Just don't go out and be desperate or anything. Wear nice. Be presentable and go forth.